Excuse the hair. That's what happens when you sleep. Anyway, Aaron Raw, I used to like you, but you have a very arrogant and belligerent personality. Uh, I believe it is your personality. I don't think it's a show you're putting on. Uh, Now, you said something about, you said Ron Paul was a racist, and you said you were using his words. Now, if you're aware that he did not write those articles, but you're still saying that those are his words, then you're a liar. Okay? You're nothing but a liar. Ron Paul is a threat to the establishment. He's a threat to the state. And that's what you're afraid of, eh? Let's deal with some racism here. Why don't we? Why did you vote for Obama? Why? Honestly, I remember people claiming that they voted for Obama to end the wars, to close Gitmo, to end the Patriot Act. But Obama has actually added to all these things. The Patriot Act he has strengthened. Gitmo is still open and active. That's redundant. The war in Afghanistan is still going on. The war in Iraq is still going on. In fact, there are more uh, combat personnel in Iraq today than there were under Bush. They are not called soldiers. Now they are referred to as um, civilian contractors. But they're only replacing the soldiers and then some. There are still thousands of U.S. soldiers in Iraq. Okay? Uh, the wars have been expanded into Pakistan, into Iran, into Libya. So you claim you voted for Obama for peace. Well, you're a liar because the reason you voted for him is because he's black. Because if you really supported peace, you'd be supporting Ron Paul. He's the only peace candidate out there. And you say he's a racist, but let me find um, Mr. Nelson Linder, president of the Austin chapter of the NAACP, amongst many others, have said Ron Paul is not a racist. So you have some problems. Uh, Ron Paul supports decriminalization of drugs. Honestly, you look like a dopehead to me. Doesn't mean you are, and I support decriminalization anyway. But Obama doesn't have a problem with sticking millions of people behind bars for using drugs. How about you? I have a problem with that. I have a problem with uh, killing and maiming innocent people, killing and maiming children. Uh, I have a problem with uh, what I'm talking about there to a large extent are the drones and other attacks against civilians in these wars. Uh, Another issue I have is uh, putting people in cages for many, many years because they smoke a joint or because they happen to have a joint on them. Uh, Ron Paul opposes putting people in prison for these things. Um, Now let's get to the abortion issue. I'm an atheist, but I'm still pro-life. And there's actually well, it's uh, not an anarchist page. It's a libertarian page on Facebook. It's a group, I should say, of libertarian atheist pro-lifers. There are plenty of us out there. There are plenty of people who are pro-life who are also atheist or uh, don't fall into the category of statist, be they libertarians, be they anarchist, whatever. Um, I used to respect you, Aaron Raw. Not anymore. I unsubscribed from your channel, and if I ever see you on the Atheist Experience, I won't even bother watching. Um, because I don't think you're a very honest person. And that's very sad. It's very sad. You have a mind and you're not using it. You know, I don't care if you're a statist from the perspective of Hitler, Mussolini, and Franco. Having been born and lived under Franco, let me tell you that it was bad. It was bad. I escaped fascist Spain for this with the, what is it, the NDAA, the SOPA, Gitmo, renditions, stripping citizens of their citizenship. I see what you support, and I see what you worship. You worship the state. I worship nothing. No gods, no leaders. Um, you have become as relevant as the guy who, I don't know if he still has a channel on here or not. He called himself the Amazing Atheist. The guy is kind of cuckoo, and doesn't look like he has anything better to do with his time than make a bunch of stupid videos. Not that everything he says is wrong, but he's still cuckoo. And I consider you to be as relevant as him. Uh, I'm sorry you support killing and maiming children and women and other innocents. Um, I'm sorry you support putting people in cages because they happen to smoke a plant. Well, what if that plant was tobacco? Then would you still support putting them in prison? Ron Paul's the only peace candidate. And as for, like I said, as for abortion, I'm pro-life. Okay. Um, you've exposed yourself. And if you know that Ron Paul did not write those newsletters, but you're still saying that he did, then you're a liar. I hope you're not a liar. Go worship the state. Bow down to your God, the state.